Oh yeah, here I go again. Now, another day, right? Day 3. This is a continuation of the first video I did. This is day 3. This is me continuing what I started on my journey. So you see, I gotta spice it up again. Right, start the car. Oh yeah. Do you know what's funny thing in life is when you realize you lost it all and you got to start all over again. It ain't easy, you know, it ain't easy, but the bright side of this whole journey is that I can do it easy. For me it's easy. It's because I'm used to the algorithm, I'm used to me creating content, so I thought I ain't gonna stop me. I'm gonna keep elevating, keep going, and keep pushing content out like there's no tomorrow, as if I'm racing against something. Oh yeah, right, I need to go collect my son, and I thought might as well take you with me on my journey for the drive. So let's do this. Let me get in position. See you shortly. Yeah. Right, as usual, if you see me on my old channel, you know I've done this first. Sorry, I've done this before and people loved it, and it created a trend of people following the same thing I did with this, what I'm doing right now, by having the action mounted out on the car like so, and you know, just creating content. And I'm with you and you're with me, and I'm creating the content from the comfort of my car and my camera's outside. I'm loving this. See, the content creating journey was very challenging when I first started, you see, but after time, after repetitive consistency of uploading and creating, it became so much easier that it was just natural. I just felt so natural doing it, and I was thinking, I wonder, could I, you know, elevate and try different new things? And that's where I started trying new things and kept pushing myself even more and more. And I discovered that the more I did that, the more easy it became. You see, oops, sorry. You see, the first challenge you'll go through as a new content creator is getting used to the camera, the angle, you know, trying to sit there and perfect this, you know, perfect video, thinking, yes, this is the one. You don't know which one is the one, because I never know or never knew which one was the one. One day it'll click, one day it won't click. One day you get 100 views, and one day you get 0 views, and that's a fact of life. But you know what? You'll be shocked, that same video that you get 0 views on today, maybe tomorrow or 3 months down the line or a year later, it just goes boom, viral. And once it goes viral, you're thinking, there's me thinking that was the worst video ever, right? Ah, yes, enjoying the drive. So I still have my ND8 attached to my Nano, and you're out there on the side while I create this content. And remember, the more you keep testing and trialing new things, that's where you're going to discover how to keep creating new content for your channel. Yeah, that's what it's all about, you see. That's what it's all about, creating content. And the amazing part of creating content is that there's no limits to what you can do. And when you're first starting off on this journey, remember, you're not racing against time. You're not racing looking to push the next upload and so forth, like on a schedule and so forth, because you're not, because you're new and nobody knows who you are. See, the algorithm needs to understand who you are, which is you, and the viewers need to find you, and that's how you get recognized on YouTube, because once your video starts popping up in everybody else's feed, that means yes, you're reaching. So understanding your niche, you know, dial down on that niche and, you know, do less of this and less more of that, and again, you'll find your way. Everyone's different folks, different strokes, as I always say. Different folks, different strokes. And as I said yesterday or day before, what works for me may not work for you. So remember, be you, and just keep creating content that you're comfortable with creating. Yeah. And you'll soon discover that the best version of you will start to come out later on down your journey. And that's what I discovered. The more I kept creating, the more I kept being me, it was just so comfortable. You know, the last thing you want, honestly, in life is to be putting on a mask just to hit the record button and then forgetting one day that you've created this mask, and then one day you're going to hit the record button and you forgot who you are. Don't do that. You know, you don't need to do that. That's something you need to stay away from. Make sure that it's something you don't go down that rabbit hole with, because I see a lot of people do that. I've met a lot of people who do that in life, in real life. You don't have to do content creating to see such things. So remember, always be you. Just keep creating beautiful content that resonates with you and it resonates with others. Think of the viewer that's searching your video. What would they look for? What are they looking for? That's where you should start. You see, if you figure out the pain points for others and you got solutions to it, that's your video. Because a lot of people out here on YouTube searching for a solution. That's what YouTube is, right? A search engine platform for people to come in to look for solutions, to solve problems, or to get things done on how-to videos and so forth. And that's why you're here. So if you're creating content, remember, if that's something you're good at, focus on that. If you're a person that likes to talk about life and so forth, share that. What's passionate about you? What's your dream? What do you love doing most in life? And that's what you should start doing more of. You soon start discovering the videos that work for you and don't work for you. Now remember, when you're first starting off the journey, from the first month up to about 6 months in, do not worry about analytics, do not worry about your click-through rate and so forth, or thumbnails. Focus on first you getting so comfortable with the camera, understanding where you're going to go, and then you keep pivoting and changing according to your journey. That's what it's all about. You keep pivoting and changing according to your journey. You're not going to get the best of the best from day one unless you are naturally born with a gift, or a second option is that this is your expertise and that's your field. You've been doing this all your life in real life, like, you know, creating movies or a content creator, then, you know, it's second nature to you, especially if you work in the media industry. I've seen it too. People are just so natural with it because that's their job. So they've got the experience of 10, 20 years, and then there's you and me coming along with no experience in that field, and we're trying to, you know, enter the game. Yeah, that's what it's all about. You see, that's what it's all about. So what are you going to do? You're going to focus on you, right? So keep focusing on you. Remember, you've got this because I've got this. I'm with you on this journey too. I'm starting from zero, just like you. If you're a new content creator and you follow my channel, or this title got your attention, remember, I grew my channel to 1,661 subscribers. I was 300 watch hours away from getting partially monetized. Yes, partially. And through stupidity of mine, I deleted my channel by mistake because I was trying to delete a channel that was... Anyway, I'm not going to talk about that. You know why? You can go check out the first video. I think the second video is going to explain that more in detail, because my library is small at the moment. But remember, I used to have... Sorry, I can't say remember because my old channel is my new channel. So on my old channel, I had at least 1,600 to 800 videos, and that's a mixture of shorts too. So you can imagine how many videos I had. Right, you know what? I think you're getting bored out there. Let me get you here. And now you're in the car with me. That's what you gotta do. Change the point of view, the angle of the camera. Look for the best shot. That's what you start learning later on. Don't focus on the beginning. In the beginning, as I said, just get comfortable being you, right? Once you understand you and you understand your why you start this channel, then you start focusing on improving you. Small improvements day by day, 1%. Just apply 1% effort every day and just keep doing that and keep repeating it until you elevate. And then you do the next one, so forth. So creating content in the beginning is not easy. You might see these videos, you choose an easy mode and so forth. That's when you're first starting off. That's what's going to be pushed down to your feed because you're searching how to, you know, grow on YouTube. You're going to get all these videos, turn this off, turn that off. And look, my advice, what I learned is just focus on what you're doing, not what people tell you to do, because this is where the mistake I did. You know, I thought I'm going to turn this setting off, do that, do this, and don't upload your video like this way. And listen, all this, you'll understand it later on. Take it with a pinch of salt, that's how I'd say. Don't sit there and try to consume all this information at once, because it just won't register in your brain. It's overload of information. It's not going to go how you want it to go, and you're not going to get any value from it whatsoever. So remember, keep focusing on you, because the more you focus on you, the more easy it becomes for you. And stay away from videos that are negative, or these channels that like to talk down on others, or talk about gossip and that. These channels is not for you, especially if you're trying to grow your channel and tomorrow become successful on YouTube. Do you want to be known as a negative, rude individual? No, you want to be known as a person that added change, added value, brought something amazing to the platform. You don't want to be known as the one who likes to mock people or make fun out of people and joke about people. That's not a way to do things in life. We have enough of that in life. We don't need more. We need less of that. Less. Zero. I mean zero. If it was up to me, delete all of them videos. But different folks, different strokes, I guess. I don't know. People just don't seem to see what I see from the point of my view in life, you see. So everyone's different. I can't change the world. I can't change your point of view. But what I can do is just share with you my point of view. Now, whether it resonates or not, I don't know. Will it help you? I don't know. But my intent is to make sure it provides value back and it helps somebody out there, because, we all go through struggles in life, and life ain't easy as is, and we're sitting there trying to create the best version of us, and yet we're learning every day, right? You're learning. Every day is a new lesson. Remember this. When you was growing up as a child, right? Go back to your childhood years and remember how life was. Focus on the happy days. What made you happy, and then what changed? What changed inside of you that made you become bitter, maybe? If that's what you're going through in life, you become bitter, you become an aggressive person, or you become somebody who's always upset or sad. Understand your why that happened. You wasn't born like that, by the way. It just happened, right? Through experiences. That's what I'm trying to link to you. That's what I'm trying to reach to, sorry. You gotta understand, it's experiences that we go through in life that make us become like that in life. So do as much as you can by staying away from that type of mindset that can really ruin your mindset, because if you don't get your mindset locked in and rock solid, you're going to be confused all the time. I remember going through my journey in life where I was just so angry and annoyed and upset with life and the people and so forth, because the things I went through, the experiences I went through, and the pain I went through, the suffering, all these things, they just was rolling like a big snowball, and it just became heavier and heavier. And that's where we say excess baggage in life. Don't carry this excess baggage in life when you're walking, because life is too short and you're wasting it on things that offer you zero value. So try to change this mindset if that's what you're suffering with, if that's what you're going through as a problem in life, because I was there once like that, and I used to remember really, really struggling in life. I didn't know what I wanted to do in my life. I didn't know where I was going to go in my life, and I just had days where I just wanted to give up in life. I mean, give up. That's it. I'm done. And then I realized there was this voice telling me, hold on, I'm taking you through a journey to make you understand why. But at the time, that process, it was just hard. It was real hard, and that's just life. So life is beautiful, you see. It's always when you start seeing it from a different lens, it starts making sense. When you're growing up, nothing makes sense because you think you know everything. But let me tell you something, you know nothing, because you're still growing, you're still developing. You're still developing from a child to a teenager to an adult. So there's phases you go through, right? Remember, it takes you sometimes for you to experience yourself in order for you to understand it. Sometimes I can tell you what not to do and you're thinking, yeah, shut up, you don't know anything. And then you go through that experience and you think, he did say that, didn't he? Or she did tell me that. And this is where we have to understand. That's why I'm a Gen X, and we always had these basic core values with us, embedded into us. There were certain values embedded, like for example, respect your elders, always listen to your elders because they have more knowledge than you. A person that's a day older than you has more knowledge than you. That's what we say. There's many sayings. I'll explain them as I go along on my channel. Again, as I said, I have the time in the world at the moment because I'm starting off from scratch, right? From zero. So yeah, I just got to now recollect and rethink the type of content I made before, but this time around I'm going to offer it much better. So it's just now clicking. And the good thing is, one of the best things about this whole journey is I recorded around, I would say, under 100 titles that I want to talk about. So I even touched them yet. So on my previous old channel, I was talking new, fresh ideas just every day, what's going to my mind, and just keep going and keep going. And then I started this Day Life Doses, where I was just giving you doses of life wisdoms that I've learned and experiences that I've gone through, and shared them in a short story with you, and just give you that hit. And now that's all gone. However, I still have some, but I don't know. I'm still searching because I'm getting mixed answers about reusing my own content. I understand it's against the rules to reuse content, but if it's my content that belonged to a channel that I deleted, not removed, I deleted, could I not use my old content? And then I was told, yes, you can. And someone said, no, you can't. So this is what you learn. See, I'm learning. So I'm going to test it out the water. I'm going to test out the water. So what I did, I uploaded 2 videos from my old channel, did some minor tweaks and uploaded them, and I put it under old content, under the playlist. And I'm going to test the waters with that. If it's okay, then I'm just going to do the editing and modifying of the video itself, then upload it onto that playlist separately. Because I'm on a new journey again, so there's no point mixing the old and the new. But what I can do is keep the old there in case you want to look back and see, because some of those videos were really valuable, and honestly, they really touched a lot of people, they really helped a lot of people, and the feedback I got in the videos were highly engageable ones, and people just said thank you for sharing. So these videos, if I can find them and I still have them, I'm going to put them back on the channel because they offer value. But if any content that offered 0 value, I'm not going to repost that. It's just not the way you do things in life. You got to start fresh, start new. And if you had something you did before, do the better version of that one. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do another video of the topic on how the heart turns into stone and how you can reverse it. And that's something I'm going to do, a new one, fresh. I'm not going to try and find the old one. I don't need it. Yeah, so I'm not going to look for that type of content, reusing that. If I have something that was valuable, I'll do some minor adjustments to it and then upload it. And I'm just going to bring you any content that I remember, the old one, but a better version, like a version 2.0, you know, a new version of that old video. Anyway, I'm going to end it now, so I'll see you in the next one. I might see you later. I might see you in a short while. Who knows with me? If you like the video, you know what to do. And YouTube's definitely going to recommend you to watch something after this. It could be from my channel or somebody else's channel that's far better than my channel. Right, that's it. I'm out. I'll see you all. Who knows when.